I will talk about it. Now, this morning, on the way to the radio station, I tuned into another show. I will not say who, but a high school dropout who poses as the greatest mind in the history of conservative radio got me so angry I felt I had to call him out on this. And I will tell you why. A high school dropout on radio stated that the U.S. was the first nation to end slavery to one of his callers. That is a complete lie and falsehood. And what bothers me is that ignoramuses on the right do more harm to the conservative movement than do the left. They do us no favor by disseminating lies and historical distortions. The U.S. was not the first nation to end slavery. This is the problem with those on the right. Most of them are very, very poorly educated. They have no scholarly background. They don't bother to research anything, and all it does is make all of us look like ignoramuses. But since I'm quite educated and, let's say, well-versed in history, I will tell you the U.S. was not the first nation to ban slavery. It was one of the last. In 1787, the Society for the Abolition of the Slave Trade was founded in Britain, founded in 1787. The abolition of the slave trade. England started the abolition in 1787. 1792, Denmark bans import of slaves to its West Indies colonies. 1807, Britain passes abolition of the Slave Act. 1811, Spain abolishes slavery, even in its colonies. 1813, Sweden bans slave trading. 1814, Netherlands bans slave trading. 1817, France bans slave trading. 1833, Britain passes abolition of Slavery Act, ordering the gradual abolition of slavery in all British colonies. The plantation owners in the West Indies received 20 million pounds in compensation. It's an interesting fact right there. 1819, Portugal abolished the slave trade north of the equator. 1846, Danish governor proclaims emancipation of slaves in Danish West Indies, abolishing slavery. 1848, France abolishes slavery. 1851, Brazil abolishes slave trading. 1858, Portugal abolishes slavery. 1861, Netherlands abolishes slavery in Dutch Caribbean colonies. 1862, Lincoln proclaims emancipation of slaves with effect from January 1863. 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution follows in 1865, banning slavery. There is no slavery in America. 1886, slavery is abolished in Cuba. 1888, Brazil abolishes slavery. That's a little thumbnail sketch of who banned slavery and when. And as I say, ignoramuses on the right who do not know their history only do us great harm by disseminating lies which anyone can look through.